Like we get to reap the benefits of all this newness. Everything is novel. It's decadence. We live in decadence. I have this firm belief that we're all living as kings and queens and are not even grateful motherfuckers, you know?
It's true.
We get fruit. We can go to the grocery store and get fruit. 100 years ago, that wasn't happening. You might find somebody with like an apple, or like if you lived in New York State, there were people with apple orchards, so you can get apples from the local farmers market. But you know, you couldn't get a kiwi. What? A pineapple? What? Bananas?
At 2 a.m?
What? Yeah. You want to go? Oh, this is the Quickie Mart. What? And this is all like the beautiful infrastructure that the patriarchy has given us, you know?
Yeah, I mean, people don't quite understand.
But we're so close to like destruction because now we're like several. I believe if the deaths of the 20th century didn't happen, we would clearly be in a different place altogether. But if we did have that influence of the connected family line for millions of people, you know, there's a lot of orphans, a lot of families that just cease to exist. You know?
Yeah.
So like they all had something to input for the rest of us. You know, that same idea. Everybody's like, oh, they could be the next Einstein. And it's like, yeah, sure. But what if they were something so much greater than fucking Einstein, who everyone believes created black holes, but he was skeptical of existing in the first place?
Seems like there's more and more people that are, you know, there is like a weird critical mass thing, I think, that's occurring clearly, you know, where there's an overwhelming of traditional gatekeeping and boundary making institutions that have kept humanity, you know, sort of bottled up like a hydraulic despotism that now is sort of bursting forth as we speak. And this pandemic thing is putting a very serious stopgap in the system.
We don't know the effects of it yet. The effects of the implications.
I know, but the imagination runs wild with the infinite possibilities.
But look at the potential effect it could have on the population itself. Most people, for the first time, being at home all day long. Change is good, so their routines are being interrupted, which allows them all sorts of different opportunities, but it depends on the individuals how they jive with that change. Then there's like any like infidelity that was going on is immediately halted.
Wow.
And now you're home with the person you've been cheating on.
Right.
And being in a tight environment with somebody you don't get along with enough to cheat on, you know, things come to the surface pretty easily in that sort of, it's like a catalytic environment, you know. So like I find that this is going to have an impact, and that's just one like big example, I think. But
well, yeah.
But you know, people staying at home with their kids and realizing like, oh man, I've been wasting my fucking life at this job that, you know, like may be on hold or may not exist anymore, you know.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people that don't want to go back.
Yeah.
To the
I
old.
mean, just the idea that the government could send out checks, you know, the concepts that people are now being exposed to that they never had the luxury of before. Putting your life on pause, essentially.
I was also thinking of the environmental impact, and also it occurred to me pretty quickly, and then I very quickly saw articles about corporations realizing, oh, these people can work from home. And look, we don't need these huge office buildings full of people, full of security, and full of infrastructure that's always breaking and falling apart, and constant upkeep, and IT guys. And,
it's going to change a lot. 2020, man. This year. Already. It's fucking April.